Welcome back to the channel. All right. Yes, we have combined, or I've combined the best 6 stars to rank 5 with the best champions to ascend. It felt like it made sense to do those separately in the past, but now as we're moving forward, the game is progressing, 7-star resources are more available. We know more about the 7 stars that are available. Kabam is even on the damn recording is now selling the Ascension Dust in their store on their website. So we have more information. I think it makes way more sense to put them together. We're gonna jump straight into the rankings, and I will talk about the legend and the various tiers as we go. But as you can see, and I'm not gonna move the face cam today. I know we've had some fun with that before, but I know you can see the legend. I know you can see the Illuminati. Make sure you go and thank them for me. Go subscribe and that whole sort of thing. And this spreadsheet, it's called a spreadsheet, will be linked in the description. I just want to start off with three simple things. One, always rank up the champion you enjoy most. I am the first YouTuber that I heard, MCoC, saying this, and I can see that it has caught on. I really like that it's caught on because I think it is actually helpful and better for you, the viewer, and the players. But you want to just, one, because it's a game you enjoy, but 2, you're going to know how to play that champion better. You will get better results out of the champion. You know how to play better when you're doing that really tough content in war, battlegrounds, really tough, like, I don't know, 7 for 7, something like that. Whatever's tough for you, you're gonna play them better, get better results out of them, okay? 2 is there's no champions on this list that are in the basic 7-star crystal. You can test fate if you want, like I said up there, but honestly, I am not doing it. I'm nowhere near, maybe this will eventually happen, but I'm nowhere near ranking a 6-star champion to rank 5, maxing them out, or definitely not ascending them if they're available in that 7-star, because it just takes one pull, especially unless it's one that really needs that high sig. If you're interested in that sort of thing, my thoughts on that, I've been doing a general monthly tier list with the help of the MCoC Illuminati. I think we're going over 3 years now. You can go see that. It's my most well-viewed video every single month that we do. It's a lot of fun doing it, and you can see that. So that is why you're not going to see Titania, right? In fact, if you want to have some fun, show me that you actually paid attention. You didn't just scroll through, be like, give me the answers to the test, Vega. I want the answers. I don't want to learn anything. If you want to show me that you actually paid attention, you wanted to learn, you had some fun, you hung out, right? Where's 7-star Titania, bro? Maybe with an exclamation point or 2, capitalize bro, all in. All right, and I said there's a third thing. I can't think what the heck it is, so it doesn't matter. Oh, that was essentially it. This is not a tier list. This is about helping you. This is not a tier list of who the best champions are. We do that every month, okay? I do it. It's great. It's really good. In my opinion, it is by far the best one on MCoC YouTube. Yes, I'll say that. I will say it. The others are good. Mine's better. My opinion. Also got the whole MCoC Illuminati's opinion, so. But that's not what this is. This is about helping you efficiently use your resources with ranking up. All right, let's get into it. I said we do all that at the end, and I did it now. All right, whatever. Who cares? In fact, I'll make a timestamp. Some people click it the other way. Here we go. Tier above all, I think it's obvious. These are the best. Now, when you saw this before, there were not all these champions here, but now they are, because we know more. The game is more mature. More time is going on, okay? You got Doom, Magic. I know she's only available as a 5-star. I'm not going to create a whole separate spreadsheet just for the 5 stars. I'm not going to do it. Retro Tiger Absorbing Man, okay? You can see the emojis there. Sig is very important, kind of played into it. You can see the little fencing person, Battlegrounds, or Tough Defender. Maybe they're a Tough Defender. You don't want to use them in Battlegrounds, okay? But you want a Defender. That's where they go. That's where they go. And then the star, my own personal ones. I only have one Ascended champion. It's Masacre. That video will be coming out. He is insane. He is amazing. He is fantastic. I hope you enjoy it. Top shelf, OP champions, Diablo the Hood, Clairvoyant, Juggernaut. Do I need to say more? In fact, this shows you how good Juggernaut is, that he's actually in the Titan Crystal. That's what the little unicorn is, because they're so rare. I've opened one. It was painful. Many of you tried to console me. I appreciate the efforts, but it did not work. It still hurts. Okay, but that shows you how good he is. I think he's the only one that's going to be that high up, because if you like Battlegrounds, he is phenomenal. Okay, Super Premium. We got Spidey Supreme, Mephisto, Longshot, and Man-Thing in Battlegrounds as defenders, dual threats, or attacking champions. All played a large role into them being that high. If you're interested in Battlegrounds rankings, I like to rank things, and I've noticed you like watching me rank things. It is a wonderful, wonderful relationship we have there. Moving on to Premium, we've got Mojo. He used to be hired up. He's an example of a champion who has now been demoted because we know more. We know more, right? He is in that Incursions Artifact Crystal, which, yeah, we can't open it all the time, but there are so many fantastic options to rank up in this game that when you're thinking about it, you're going through it efficiently. To me, it just doesn't make as much sense. But again, remember rule number one, rank up the champion you enjoy the most. Werewolf by Night, new. Looks like he's going to be a good Battlegrounds defender. We'll see, though. Time will tell us. And then Sigil Witch, she's really great. Got a video out on her last meta. There's these metas that have been popping up every couple of months where she happens to be phenomenal for it. She's also a very good champion on her own. Let's move on to Mutant. Or we move into Mutant. Just like the Mystic category, champions have moved up because we just know more. There's more resource available. We're more informed on the 7 stars, how that's working and that sort of thing, and how Kabam's going to put those resources into the game. With Kitty Pryde, Archangel, Broken, right? That's what the Broken Heart is. They're broken champions. Will we ever see them 7 stars? I kind of actually doubt it. Mega Red, especially that high sig, right? He feels like one of the most, if you're going pure efficiency, min-max on this sort of thing, he makes a ton of sense, right? Because to get him, awaken him, get him to SIG 200, even if he comes out as a 7 star, it's going to, in my opinion, probably 2 years before you can really just do that without some sort of massive, insane whaling, okay? So there he is, Havoc, especially if you're really interested in Battlegrounds, getting into the top shelf now. OP champions. Apocalypse would be higher, but Battlegrounds is such a large part of this game now, as far as getting rewards, the way champions seems to be made, defenders, that sort of thing. He's phenomenal. He's just not that great in Battlegrounds. He's a little slower, but he can still be a good defender. And if you like him, again, rule number one, I have a feeling an Ascended Apocalypse would probably be a bit of a problem defensively, unless your opponent, there's a handful of champions that can handle him. Namor, I know he's in the Incursions Artifact Crystal, and I kind of pointed this out with Juggernaut. This one is less about how powerful he is, although he is very good. His niche, as far as handling damage back mechanics, it's slowly being chipped away at as we get more and more champions who can handle these sorts of things. But with him, it's that he demands that SIG 200. Yes, I know. And I said you're going to be like, MSD did a video, and he has really good damage. 7 stars have great damage. I cannot get that point across more clearly or emphatically. That's why I have raised my voice to make sure that anyone who still does not fully understand that all 7 stars currently in the game are going to look really good when you compare them to their 6-star version. They're all going to be able to do things. And so if you want to rank them up, go for it, have fun. But you're watching this video, which makes me pretty sure you want a little bit more nuance. You're looking for those nuggets you want to learn. Okay? And Namor, what makes him have more than really good damage is his signature ability. If all you're wanting out of your mutants as 7 stars is really good damage, then pick one of the other ones that doesn't have their utility locked behind them having SIG 200. You're welcome. You're welcome. Because I know those of you who are listening, you're like, we already knew that, Vega, but you're going to run into people who are going to make that argument to you. And now you can just be like, here, watch this clip. Watch this clip. Or just don't argue with them. Let them be. Wolverine Weapon X. If you have not seen TJ's videos on him, you need to see them. Go click on Tom Jarvis's link there in the MCoC Illuminati. Go watch those videos. Subscribe. Hit the bell. You can come back and thank me later. Let me know how great it was. All right, now we're moving to Super Premium Magneto Red. I understand how powerful Magneto Red is. What I'm telling you is that the fights that are being asked of us to take where he would be a great option, we're finding that there's other really good options who can then also do other things. If you love Magneto Red, though, rank him up. Have a good time with it. He's broken. I don't think we're going to see him as a 7-star. Professor X Toad, Magneto White. White Magneto started that team-based thing. Very good champion, especially if you're enjoying war, that sort of thing. And then Colossus. I recognize he's a very powerful champion. I just don't play this, enjoy the play style. I think you're really going to want him awaken and that sort of thing. And if you've got him at that really high SIG, maybe it makes some sense. But remember, he's in the Titan Crystal too. So you're going to maybe potentially pull him. There's so many good champions in this game. I really want to caution people from ranking someone up as a 6-star who's already available as a 7-star. Let's move on to Science. We've gone through Science. We've got the broken champions at the top right there. Scorpion, right? Especially you get those sinners. You don't even need him, though. He's so amazing. Human Torch, Quake. Again, you've already heard the spiel. Quicksilver. I know some of you don't think he's that great. I hope you're seeing it now. MP Blaze has been out a ton of videos on him for a long time, having a lot of good fun with him. DLL is now doing it in War 2. And also, yeah, if you like my channel, I've done a lot of Quicksilver a long time ago. Spider-Man 2099, if you're a fan of my channel, you know this. I even got bored of playing him, okay? He's that good. And it's not just War, guys, and he is still good in War. I think he's better in War. as far as the other modes, but he is fantastic and he's still good at it. Cassie Lang, I think she definitely has an argument for moving to the tier above all. I want to see her a little bit more. I feel like there are nodes that we often see that make her unusable. Like, you need her debuff to stick. This isn't like Titania, where yes, she's better if they stick, but she can still get the job done. She's still getting ramped up. She's getting those fears without it. Cassie needs those power stings to stick. I know it can feel like we're splitting hairs there, but again, I'm making a tier list for you to help you kind of think through analyzing efficient use of your resources. And when you do that, you kind of need to split hairs. Mr. Fantastic, fantastic champion. Didn't mean to do that pun, kind of rolling my eyes at myself there on that one. And then Silk. Silk, I think if you look at my tier list, she would be up with those other champions. But I have two hesitations. One is, I think there's a small chance she's our first champion we see that gets rebalanced down. She is incredibly powerful. And she is punching up as a 6-star, beating 7-star rank 2s in Battlegrounds with absurdly fast times. Absurdly fast. Her signature ability is important. I think it's for the slow, and then also the handling of willpower, so in PvP modes and that sort of thing. And then Rintra, who himself is a problem that you want her for. And then also she is in the Titan Crystal. So all of those things combined, despite her, I think, being as valuable as a champion as those other champions, Scorpion, Human Torch, Quicksilver, Spider-Man, I think she deserves to be. This is where we're talking about the efficient use. You watching this video because you'd like my opinion on it. That's why I have her down, is I think there's all these little things that add up to right now, I'd hold off. I would. That's just me. What you do, it's your account. Have fun. Let me know how you're feeling on that. All right, moving on to Super Premium. Spider-Ham in the Titan Crystal. Photon in the Titan Crystal. Thing not in the Titan Crystal. And Spot in the Titan Crystal. Science, I used to have very clear champions that I wanted to rank 5 and ascend, but we've gotten the Titan Crystals now. We've gotten these other crystals coming out, and I think that's a part of it is because Science is so good. They have a ton of champions in all these crystals, and honestly, right now, Science is the one I'm the most befuddled for who I would take to rank 5 and ascend when it's time, despite them being probably my favorite class. Really hard with them in Mystic. I just love the way Mystic plays. Moving to the premium champions, Jessica Jones, Void, Captain America, Morbius, and I-Bomb. You can see the emojis there. I want to talk about Jessica Jones too, because it ties in with Wolverine Weapon X. My thought or my fear for them is that we've got Banquet coming up, and I think they'd be a heck of a prize to put at a very low chance in the upcoming Banquet Crystal. I think it would make those massive whales really want to open. Some people would just open 1 or 2 and they'd get them, and I think that'd be really fun, good for the game. And so having them as 7 stars, and if I'm understanding them well off the top of my head right now, as a 7-star defender, they'd probably be fine without that awakened ability. So just keep that in mind. If you're like, dude, I'm never opening Banquet Crystals, then rank them up, have fun. I would actually probably move both of them a little bit higher up if you're someone who really enjoys Battlegrounds. Let's move on to tech. Champions in the broken tier, the best, right? We've got Ghost, Nimrod, Future, Ant-Man. Like, a lot of you have probably fought them, or if not already have them as your Ascended champion. They make a ton of sense. You've seen it. BMcG with the Future Ant-Man for us for a long time now, been out there on the forefront. I would love to take up my Nimrod. Ghost, come on, right? I think we all know. If you're watching this video, you know the game well. You know why they're there. Viv Vision, that buff, oh my goodness. She is a 6-star that I'm still very much interested in putting my Catalyst into. I unfortunately don't have the ability to take her to rank 4. I would. I very much am interested in learning her playstyle. There's so much packed into her kit that allows her to go outside of her natural class strength advantage and relationship there. I really want to play her, test her for myself. I will not be surprised if the next month you see this, or in 2 months, she is in that tier above all. Make sure you pay attention to my Battlegrounds tier list and my monthly ranking tier list. She is, ooh boy, I think they may have created a monster there. I think they may have created a monster. Ultron, Penny Parker, Warlock, Omega Sentinel. I was wrong with my call earlier there about Mojo. Warlock is so good. And when you combine the the signature ability with what that does in PvP modes, and that's why the Battlegrounds emoji is there. I think Warlock makes a lot of sense to bring up. If you're just doing it for questing and things like that, I don't think it makes as much sense, to be honest. But if you're doing PvP, if you're enjoying using Warlock in War or Battlegrounds, that signature ability, you're going to want him awakened, right? And he's only in the Titan Crystal right now. Eventually he'll move to the basic, but that's going to take time. And then you're still going to have to pull him. You know, a lot of the rank ups in this game, we think about wanting to rank up for years because we play this game in years. but you're enjoying champion month by month. It's a what do they call it? A live service game. And there's a reason, like the modes, the metas change all the time, right? So he makes sense to rank up. Keep that in mind though, right? With the Titan Crystal and that sort of thing. Moving on to Super Premium. Spider-Man Stark Enhance, he's phenomenal. You could have a lot of fun, not available as a 7-star. If Battlegrounds are important to you and you enjoy using an attacker, I think go for it. Maybe even move him up a little bit. OG Iron Man, you know I like him. I put out the rank 5 video on him. I think he's a really good champion. I think those of you who enjoy your kind of like utility champions that can also do a lot of damage. If you like great champions, he's a good one for you, right? As I was saying, like if you enjoy a ton of utility and doing great damage, he's fantastic. I think you want the Sig. I will not be upset if I pull him as a 7-star. I'd actually be pretty happy. But I'm happy I've got my 6-star, my Sig 200 rank 5. He's really good, serves his purposes. I love playing him. Infamous Iron Man, you know me, I don't like him. I actually want to put him lower, but the Illuminati likes him. They're very smart. I asked them for their help and their opinions. It would be ridiculous to completely disregard it. Moving on, we've got Hulkbuster and Lady Deathstrike. I've put out a lot of videos on both of them. I think you know my feelings, my thoughts on them. The Awakened ability, I think, is very important for Lady Deathstrike as far as getting that big, that damage and things going with her. And then also, she's in the Titan Crystal, so it's not like you're going to be pulling her a lot. I mean, if you do, whew, you're really going large, you know, like Yusafa sort of thing, Magus, Damn Epic Whale, these sorts of people. If that's you and you pull them, congratulations, fantastic. Don't rank up your 6-star. Let's move on and take a look at skill. Skill class, again, a lot of champions moved up as they have in every single class because of, like I said, more information, more knowledge. It helps us make better decisions. Nick Fury, he's phenomenal. I've got mine at rank 5 now. He started paying dividends right away. Kingpin, same thing. Kate Bishop, so many, you know, I months, go back, take a look at it. It's like, I think we got a new best skill champion in the game. I was like, nah, you crazy. You crazy. You love your boy DLL too much, the designer of that champion. You're obviously biased. And now everyone's like, hey, guess what? Kate Bishop's probably the best skill champion in the game. And it's like, yeah, that, like, no. Kate Bishop, she's awesome. Rank her up, have fun. She's not available as a 7-star. She's fantastic. Come back and thank me later. Valkyrie, same thing. Masacre, I've taken him and he has ascended. The footage is all put together. I just need to voice it over. I think some of you who, even though you watch like FinTech and these sorts of players, use him with great power. I think you're gonna be like, wow. He has diversity in the wasting attack. It's not just the SP2, and ascending him is fantastic. The only negative to ascending him is that he was so frequently banned in Battlegrounds. I barely got to play him. Stealthy, Mole Man, Baron Zemo, Blade, Crossbones, all make sense. You know the legend by now, so I think you can make sense with the thought process behind them. Moving on to Super Premium, Black Cat. She probably would be higher if you're a big Battlegrounds fan, but she's available, and I think it's the Incursions Crystal. So I don't know, Aegon, some of you are like, why is Aegon there? We talked about this in the last video. It feels like something, maybe it's just me started the rumor and other people have heard it or whatever, but it feels like some sort of Everest content will probably be coming in the next 12 months or so. Aegon might be very good for it. That's why he's got the dice emoji though. Wait until that comes before you take your Aegon to rank 5, okay? Shang-Chi, he's available in the Titan Crystal, and he does not need that awakening. It's really nice. I have mine at Sig 200. He doesn't need it. That's just why he's so far down compared to what you'd see in my monthly tier list. And then, of course, Hitmonkey, all that damage. You run the Recoil Masters, you put him on Hitmonkey, and you destroy things. Let's move on to Cosmic. And then our final class here in Cosmic, Hercules, Hulkling, Gallon, Cosmic Ghost Rider seem fantastic. Almost feels like Cosmic Ghost Rider to me is one of these champions that's almost like increasing in value with Battlegrounds, and then all these defenders who have these armor ups, and a lot of them tend to be villains for some reason. Just handling them, it's like he didn't need to get better. It feels very much like the Hercules thing for me, where anti-miss has become more valuable in the game than when they came out. And Hercules, of course, handles miss too. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, these champions are asking us to armor break them, and lo and behold, there he is. Adam Warlock's, I know he is a very divisive champion in this game. Some people just love him, some people just like him. I think a lot of it has to do with the play style and the way the AI is right now, but I can't deny he is a fantastic champion. I actually myself am a bit schizophrenic on him. I love him one day and I hate him the next. So do what you want with that. Moving into the Super Premium, Nova and Null. Nova with that high sig being valuable. If you like Battlegrounds, he's a fantastic dual threat champion. Null, the high sig is really valuable to him, but he is so powerful. And then also as a 7-star, and as I addressed earlier, 7 stars are just that much better than the 6s. So I would look elsewhere now in the game to rank up as far as the cosmic class is concerned. If you've got all the rest of them ranked up, or if maybe you just love Null, go with Null. But if you don't have all the rest of them ranked up and you've got them, go the other direction, in my opinion. And then if and when you pull Null as a Sunstar, you're going to be delighted because he is phenomenal. Moving on to the premium tier, we got Angela, King Groot, Cersei, Corvus, Medusa, and Hyperion. Hyperion is another perfect example of a champion that will be higher up in my general tier list, but down here because he really only needs Sig 1. And he is in the Titan Crystal. We'll be moving to the basic eventually. So your odds of pulling him, getting the initial awaken, aren't terrible relative to pulling other champions in this game. And there's a lot of great options in Cosmic. Now, if we just go back up to the Legend, I'm pretty sure everyone understood already, but Broken, will we see the Sunstar ever? Signature ability played into this. Could be a high sig or just being awakened. Battlegrounds or a tough defender there. The star, my own personal options, the little monkey is there in the 7 basic star crystal. This is from previous iterations of this video or spreadsheet, but you never know. As the game continues to grow, we may start putting them in this as we continue to get more items and resources and those sorts of things. So I thought I would leave that emoji in there. The Titan Crystal with the unicorn, the dice, the cross swords, and the rocket ship. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy thinking things through in this way. I've used my own tier list. I'll say it now. I'm going to be going back to tier 1 war. I hope you will enjoy that. We'll talk more about that as we go. I absolutely have loved playing Battlegrounds. I got Celestial 6, got as high as top 50 players in the world, and I finished, I think, at 150. So I think I have a pretty good idea what I'm talking about. And then, of course, I go and I get the opinion of all these outrageously smart, talented players about this game that I call the MCoC Illuminati. Make sure you check out this spreadsheet. Go subscribe to their channels. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.